Position out the game, I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Fitzpatrick's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Jacob Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to eat.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
His throw incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Ryan. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to air one out for Anderson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jacob Harris with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions on one play have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's Fitzpatrick, eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, there's so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man, Samuel. He's at the 30. Samuel. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On first down, Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Fitzpatrick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Ryan. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead.